Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians at Cleveland Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Bruce Robbins, whose record is 3-4 with a 6.98 ERA. And pitching today for the Indians is Len Barker, whose record is 5-4 with a 5.22 ERA. Okay, so we managed to pull out a victory and win one of the two games against the Orioles. And it was a good victory. We won in the bottom of the ninth on a sac fly after I thought all hope was lost. And so we'll take that victory, and that win keeps us 7 games back. As of today's game, there's only 40 more games to go. So we are on the home stretch of this strike-shortened season of 110 games. And being 7 games back is not impossible, but also that means we're going to have to jump over Milwaukee, New York, Baltimore, and Boston, all of whom we still have to face. So a tough road ahead of us, but at least we are going to be going head-to-head against these teams right here. So we have a chance. Let's go ahead and get into today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Please like and or subscribe. The likes are always awesome. They make me feel good. And subscribing helps me get closer to some YouTube goals. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button and you'll be notified every time we have a new game. We are playing the Indians, not a good team. They're below us here in the standings, and we have our number 5 starter, Bruce Robbins, on the mound, who has been unpredictable, but he did win his last start. We'll see more about him shortly. And then all of our bullpen is available. Let's take a look at the lineup. We're playing against Len Barker, who is a righty. And so we basically have our lineup in there, our everyday lineup versus righties. Trammell's back in the lineup, and Parrish is going to be catching today. We're also going to spend some time talking about Len Barker, his perfect game, and the baseball cards that came out the year after that. So some really interesting stuff coming up. So we're going to go ahead and do the Tigers lineup rundown, and then we'll take a look at Len Barker and his perfect game, which took place 40 years ago in 1981. So here we go. Batting leadoff and in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting second at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting third in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting cleanup at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting fifth at first base is Jason Thompson. Batting sixth at right field is Gary Hancock. Batting seventh and DHing is Reggie Jackson. Batting eighth and catching is Lance Parrish. And batting ninth, playing third base, is Tommy Brookins. Len Barker, here he is, as I mentioned, in 1981 in real life on May 15th. He pitched a perfect game. In this season that we're playing, he's making his 16th start. He's 5-4 with that 5.22 ERA. He has 91 innings pitched. He's got 50 Ks in those 91 innings. So that's pretty decent. 48 walks, though, which is not good. And opponents are batting 280 against him. No complete games for Len Barker this season. Now, if you take a look here at this photograph, this is the same photograph that I had on the title card, and you can see Len Barker, after clinching his perfect game with Ron Hassey over here on the side. Ron Hassey was the catcher for that perfect game, and yet, for whatever reason, in 1982, when Flair went to make their cards, they put out this card right here, which clearly shows that it is Bo Diaz and Len Barker showing here a perfect game. So it's pretty crazy. There was a mistake. As it turns out, the Flair photographer happened to be walking past the dugout, saw Bo Diaz there, who was actually in the lineup today, and thought that that was the catcher of record, but it wasn't. It was Ron Hassey. And so in the 1983 set, you can see right here, they went ahead and fixed that issue by having a last perfect game card with Len Barker and Ron Hassey. And interestingly enough, Ron Hassey also caught the perfect game that was thrown by El Presidente, Dennis Martinez, that we just saw 2 days ago. So just some interesting stuff there about that perfect game and some of my favorite baseball cards from that era. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here is the defensive alignment for the Cleveland Indians, looking pretty decent defensively. And Ricky Henderson leading off for Detroit here in the top of the first. And Henderson walks. Now, every time I try to steal with Henderson, he gets thrown out, and then I swear. And I promise I'm not going to swear this time. Yesterday, I went off the rails for a moment. And hey, maybe that motivated the team as Ricky Henderson steals second base. So runner in scoring position for Sweet Lou. Lou had a triple yesterday. There's a base hit. Henderson scores, and just like that, it's 1-0 Detroit. So RBI single. Whitaker's on first. Gibby's up next, and Barker walks Gibson. So 50 walks then, I guess that is, for Barker in 91 innings pitched. Here's our best hitter. It's Alan Trammell. He's batting .326 in a little bit of a mini slump as he hits a high fly ball to center field. Caught by Von Hayes. And Von Hayes does have a really good arm. We're up. Yeah, we're going to go for it. Whitaker is safe at second base. So Whitaker tags up, takes third, and now it's first and third. Here is Jason Thompson. We're going to let him swing away. And Thompson pops it up on the infield. Just to the right a second, and there's the second out. So we're going to count on Gary Hancock, batting .285 versus righties. Try to drive that run in, but that's not going to get it done as he pops it up on the infield. It's caught by the third baseman, Mike Champion, and that's going to do it. So we do get a run on the board, and we leave a couple runners stranded. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Here is the Indians lineup for today. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Kevin Romberg. Batting second at DH is Carl Pagel. Batting third at shortstop is Robin Yount. Batting cleanup in right field is Dan Pasqua. Batting fifth and catching is Bo Diaz. Batting sixth and at first base is Andre Thornton. Batting seventh and in center field is Von Hayes. Batting eighth in left field is Joe Charbonneau. And batting ninth at third base is Mike Champion. On the mound for Detroit is Bruce Robbins. He's showed some signs recently. But he did win his last start. He had a couple losses before then. You'll see here he made it only 1 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs and 5 hits versus Texas. He has already faced Cleveland. That was back on May 19th that he did get the win. So 5 1/3 innings. We'll see if we can't do a little bit better than that today. We do have a full bullpen if needed. But a lot of these players, I guess Pasqua for sure, Diaz, Von Hayes, I don't remember seeing them before. So we'll see if Robbins has some success as you take a look at the Detroit Tigers defense. Here's Kevin Romberg leading off. He was 1 for 1 with 2 walks in that game. Wow. As Romberg flies out to deep center field. 1 down. Here is Carl Pagel. He's got 12 home runs leading the team. He strikes out for the second out. Next up is Hall of Famer Robin Yount. 11 home runs of his own, and he flies out to right field. Hancock makes the catch. And a quick 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the top of the second inning. Here's Reggie Jackson leading off, batting .229 now. He had the day off yesterday. Base hit for Reggie, turning it around. So Reggie's on first. Here's Lance Parrish. Parrish was the DH in yesterday's game. And Parrish hits it right back to Barker, and they turn 2. So a 1-4-3 double play. Here's our number 9 hitter, Tom Brookins. Brookins pops it up into foul ground near home plate. And that is the third out. So we go to the bottom of the second. Dan Pasqua leading off. Let's take a look at Dan Pasqua. He's 19 years old as a rookie this season. This is his 6th or 7th game. I guess I don't know for sure. He does have a home run. We certainly remember him probably most with the Chicago White Sox, but he was originally a draft pick of the New York Yankees and was traded over to the Sox. And he had a nice little career. Pasqua strikes out 2 Ks now for Bruce Robbins. So here's Bo Diaz, who did not catch a perfect game. He also did not catch the satellite on his roof that fell on his head and killed him as he gets hit by a pitch. He gets hit by a satellite dish and by a pitch. This one gets him to first. So, and the other one perhaps got him to heaven. Too soon? Line drive, base hit past the shortstop Trammell, and it's first and second now with 1 down for Von Hayes, who lit us up last season. I'm pretty sure that this is the first time we've seen him all year. Ground ball to second base. Let's turn 2. There we go. So we get out of the jam here in the bottom of the second. We go to the third. Here is Ricky. Led off the game with a walk and a stolen base. Here's a little bloop to right. Caught by the right fielder. 1 down. Next up is Sweet Lou Whitaker. He shoots it into left center field. That's a little too deep. Caught for the second out. It's going to leave it up to Gibby to get something going here. 2-out rally maybe. Line drive. Center field. Caught by Von Hayes for the third out. So we go to the bottom of the third. Game's moving along. Here's Super Joe Charbonneau. I already mentioned before that he was the Rookie of the Year in the American League in this season. In real life, that is. And so there's 1 down as he lines out to left. That'll bring up Mike Champion, third baseman. Batting, well, he's out now, but he's batting .279. Pretty good for a nobody, as he was their everyday player last year as well. 2 down now for Kevin Romberg. He hits a ground ball to short, and a 1-2-3 inning for Bruce Robbins, looking good through 3. We go to the top of the fourth, 1-0 Detroit. Trammell leads off the fourth by lining out to third base, 1 down. Next up is JT. Thompson strikes out, only the first K for Barker. So 2 down for Gary Hancock. Hey, there's a base hit to center field. Third hit for Detroit today. So Hancock's on first. Here's Reggie Jackson. Scored the game's only run. And he flies out to right field. I guess I was wrong about that. He did not score the game's only run. His base hit was in the second inning. So my bad. Short-term memory loss. Carl Pagel leading off the bottom of the fourth, and Robbins walks Pagel. Pagel does walk a lot, as well as strike out quite a bit. Oh no. And then a wild pitch by Robbins moves Pagel into scoring position. Nobody down. Pagel's on second then for Robin Yount. Ground ball right back to Bruce. Bruce looks at the runner and goes to first. 1 down. Dan Pasqua up again. Ground ball to second. Moving Pagel to third. So ground ball out. 2 down for Bo Diaz. My apologies to Bo's family. And Diaz grounds out to third. Okay, so we go to the top of the fifth. Not a lot going on. Lance Parrish leading off the inning. Pounds it right into the dirt. Back to Barker. One down. Number 9 hitter, Tommy B. Brookins showing some pop this year with 6 home runs already. Flies out to left field. Back to the top of the lineup with Ricky Henderson. And Henderson strikes out looking. Okay, not a lot going on. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. Andre Thornton leading off. Thornton had a base hit his first time up. Here he hits a ground ball to Brookins. And Brookins tosses him out, one down. Von Hayes steps in and gets a base hit, going for 2. And Ricky guns him down. I believe that is Ricky Henderson's 8th outfield assist. So keeping the runners off the base pass. And then Robbins strikes out Charbonneau on, what is that, 3, 6, 8 fastballs. Wow, he hit 94. I didn't even know he could throw that hard. So nicely done. We're going to the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far would probably be, I guess Robbins, right? Lou Whitaker leading off, striking out. 3 Ks now for Barker. Come on, Gibby, let's get it going. Most of these guys had the day off yesterday. Runner on first with Gibson's walk. 3 walks for Barker. Let's hit and run with Trammell since he's struggling. Let's get everybody moving. Body moving. And Gibson takes second on the ground out by Trammell. So he's in scoring position for JT, who leads the team in RBIs. I believe it's 58. Let's make it 59. Base hit to left. Gibby scores. And it is 2-0. I've been watching a lot of the World Cup. So there you go. That's why I said 2-0. And then Hancock walks. 4 walks for Barker. And runners on first and second. Next up is Reggie Jackson. He flips it down the left field line. That's going to score Thompson from second. And an error by the left fielder, Charbonneau, allows the second runner to score. And it's 4-0. So it's a single by Reggie. And I think that's only going to be 1 RBI. I'm not sure if that's how that works, but I believe that's only 1 Ribby. And then Parrish strikes out looking. That's a bummer. That's going to do it as we put 3 on the board, and it is 4-0. Here's Mike Champion leading off the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball to Trammell makes the play. Trammell's had 4 errors in the last week. He has been poor defensively, but he makes the play there. Kevin Romberg up next. He is now 0 for 3 on the day as he flies out to left. There's another at bat for Pagel. A lot of lefty on lefty action here as Pagel grounds out to JT. We're going to the top of the 7th. Game is moving right along. Here's Tommy Brookins leading off the inning. I mentioned yesterday that I did have a little bit of a swearing fit, and it reminded me of a time where I almost got thrown out of a baseball game that I was playing in, as Brookins is safe on an error by the shortstop, Robin Yount. So the Hall of Famer makes an error. We have Brookins on first, and Barker is tired now officially. And so basically what had happened was there's a runner on first. I was playing first base, and we're going to let Ricky swing away here. So I'm playing first base. There's a runner on first, and a ground ball hit to short in the game that I'm playing in as Henderson flies out. They're going to bring in Bobby Cuellar now to pitch. And so take a look at Bobby while I'm talking. And so a ground ball to short, and our shortstop, Derek, flips it to second. And the second baseman relays it to me. And it's in the dirt, but I scoop it. And it's a double play. Easy double play. But the umpire at first called the guy safe. And I freaking lost my mind. Pretty much just like I lost it in yesterday's game, as I was so frustrated with our errors in yesterday's game and the double plays, and there was a balk that scored a run, and so I just flew off the handle, and I got right in the umpire's face, and I was screaming at him, and blah 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 blah, and the guy's like, shut your mouth, or I'm throwing you out. So I backed down. We got the next out. We're going to let Sweet Lou swing away. And we got the next out. Next time I'm up, I got a base hit. I rip a base hit to center field. That's not something I do well. But I did get a hit. And next inning defensively, I go back out there, and the same scenario comes up. Runner on first, ground ball hit to short. We turn two, and this time the runner beat it out. It was another bang-bang play as we let Gibby swing away. And the umpire called him safe. And I couldn't believe it. It was the first time in my life that actually arguing, it was proven to me, it happened to me, that arguing with an umpire can get you the next call. Because it actually happened to me. So yeah, I was almost thrown out of a game. And I have a little bit of a temper, as you can tell, as Robin Yount leads off by hitting a ground ball back to Robbins. But I always keep pushing it deep down into the pit of my stomach. And so it occasionally erupts into a swearing fit, or maybe a shouting fit at an umpire there, as Robbins is really absolutely in control of this game right now. As Bo Diaz hits a grounder to short, and Robbins has a two-hitter through 7 innings. We're going to the top of the 8th. 4-0 Detroit. Trammell leading off. He is now 0 for 4 today. His average is down to 321. Still got a career-high OPS of 861, so he's pitching pretty solidly. Bobby Cuellar still in the game, as there's one down now for JT. Thompson started that 6-inning rally with the base hit. And here he pops out to Thornton at first. So 2 down for Gary Hancock. And Hancock strikes out. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Andre Thornton, 68 pitches. Holy cow, this is a Greg Maddux-like performance. As Robbins gets Thornton to pop it up into foul ground. 1 down. Here's Von Hayes. He has one of the 2 hits. Thornton had the other one, actually. As Hayes hits a ground ball to second. 2 down. Joe Charbonneau up next. Oh, crap. Home run into left center field. And it's 4-1. So Super Joe hits only his 3rd home run on the season. Definitely not going to be a Rookie of the Year candidate with those numbers. So there goes the shutout. Mike Champion hits a grounder to Brookins at third, and the play is made. So I think Robbins deserves an opportunity to at least get the complete game. It'll be the first of his career, as Reggie faces Bobby Cuellar here in the 9th with a base hit. 3 for 4 for Mr. October. Nicely done by Reggie. Lance Parrish, man, he just sucks versus right. He's batting only .203. He nudges a base hit into right field, though, and now it's 1st and 3rd. Here's Brookins. He's batting .259. His on-base percentage is under 300, though. He strikes out on a low and inside pitch. Cuellar definitely knows where to pitch it to him. So there's 1 down, back to the top of the lineup with Ricky Henderson, who's under 250 now. With a base hit up the middle, Reggie scores, and that's going to be it for Bobby Cuellar. They're going to bring in Victor Cruz, who is their closer. Holy cow, he's got 16 saves in 28 games, 16 out of 18, 0-3, 3.93 ERA, 34 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts. Opponents really batting .206. Very solid performance for Victor Cruz. First and second. One run in. Here's sweet Lou. Lou rips it to right. Is that going to be caught? Yeah, it's going to be caught at the wall. We're going to have Parrish tag up against that rifle of an arm. Oh my gosh. This will be the third out at third, but we're up 4. Oh, Parrish is safe. As he should have been, really. Even a slow guy like Lance should have been able to make that fairly easily. Here's Gibby. Gibby pounds it to left. Base hit. Another run scores. And we're going to hold up Henderson. He always gets thrown out in the base pass. So first and second, 6-1 now. Those runs are going to Bobby Cuellar. Maybe last chance for Trammell to get a base hit today. Only Tiger without a hit. No, but I guess Brookins doesn't either. Either way, ground out for Trammell. He goes 0 for 5 today. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Bruce Robbins only at 82 pitches. We are going to give him a chance to close it out. Kevin Romberg leading off. Oh, wow. He's just swinging at anything. He's got a date tonight. That pitch was so far outside. There's one down. Next up is Carl Pagel. Pagel ground ball to second. 2 quick outs. It's going to be down to Robin Yount. Let's take a look at Robin Yount. Build the suspense. Bouncing around since his trade from Milwaukee to Texas and to Cleveland. How many years are on his contract? Oh, he's going to be stuck there for a couple more years. Okay, here it is, 2 down. Robin Yount. And he pops it up on the infield, maybe in foul ground. Brookins makes the play, and the Tigers win 6-1. Bruce Robbins, first career complete game, I believe. Is there any trade offers? There is a trade offer. Man, this is enticing. The Rangers want to give up Mickey Rivers. Oh, let's look at this really quick. Let's talk. Talk amongst yourselves. Mickey Rivers, let's scout this guy. He's 32 years old, and he costs a lot of money. He does have one more year on the books. He is speedy, and he's good defensively everywhere. In the outfield, anyway. And, he does have a history of having a lot of stolen bases. But he's only got 3 this season. Batting .219, not great. His OPS is under 600. So this is all telling me no, even though it's for Tobik, who we currently have in the minor leagues. Okay, I'm going to say no. There's nothing there that really draws me in. So let's take a look at the standings real quick. We do gain a game back. We're up to 6 games back now of Boston as they take a loss. Baltimore pushes within half a game. Take a look at the transactions. Oh, Robin Yount. He ruptured his cervical disc out for 2 months. The only decent player on the Indians is gone. Rick Langford out for the rest of the season as well with a broken wrist. You can thank Billy Martin for that. And then Dave Shipinoff out for 7 weeks. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the stories today for Len Barker and also the time that I almost got thrown out of a baseball game because of my bad, horrible temper. Player of the game, it's got to be Bruce Robbins. We're going to give it to him. He deserves it. Throwing his first complete game of his career. We can click on this real quick just to double check it while the game is continuing to load. Yep, first complete game, so good job by him. He probably didn't even know we could do that, but let's go back to the box score here. There it is. And so Robbins gets the win. He's 4-4 now, getting his ERA under 6. Reggie had the only extra base hit for Detroit. Charbonneau had that long ball that ruined the shutout. 3-hitter, though, and 1 walk. That might be the performance of the season by any Tiger pitcher. Under 100 pitches thrown, so that's pretty remarkable. Barker, no, not nearly a perfect game. He goes to 5-5, and that's going to do it. So we're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of this series. Until then, everyone, have a great night.